Hey guys, I'm back at Lincoln Woods State Park. So behind me is the trail that we took in the last video that leads to where the old park used to be. Now we're going to do something a little bit different and go to the newer side of the park. This is the main loop. It's about 2.5 miles, goes around the pond in the middle, which I'm pretty sure is called Only Pond, but I'll have that listed on the video. So we're gonna go around this full loop here. Unfortunately, cars are allowed to drive on the left side, so we are gonna run into some not only foot traffic but actual traffic. The reason why this hike is cool though is because it's a straight shoot basically around the lake, and we get good views of the pond, the woods around us, and some exercise. Not to mention some beautiful sunshine on a day like this. So let's go. Let's see how quick we can do this 2.5 miles. So before we begin the main hike, I just wanted to show you guys on the other side there's some boulders. There are a few trails off the beaten path that do lead over there. I'm gonna see if we can find an entrance, and if we can, maybe we will go around them. But right now, I want to continue this main loop. Alright, so we're gonna take this main path now. As I said, there's some traffic around here. The park is going to take a twist and a turn. We're gonna head up this way over here. And last time I was here, I did film this. These are like these old little storm drains. The sunset stable trails are over there. That will lead to a part of the park where you can get a nice view of the pond that was featured in the previous hike. And then there's more trails up that way that have different boulders. So I think what we're going to do on this one is we're going to stay on the actual main loop because of the last one. How I showed you guys what the woods around here looks like. I want to show you what most people who hike Lincoln Woods see. And this is the best workout too, just to get a straight shot right around the lake for the 2.5 miles. There is going to be some beautiful views of the dam as we continue. There's a dam that holds this pond together, and you can see the entire pond. Today's sky is going to be perfect for it. As we continue on, look at the boulders right here. There's some old stone walls. This park has a lot of different campgrounds that you can rent. There's a large boulder up that way and area to have a campfire. And there's the other trails that way. These are the famous sunset hiking trails. We took these last time to get to the edge of the pond. I don't want to keep repeating the same stuff in every video. There's more than one trail in the parks that I go to, so when I come back and I film these same areas, I want to show you guys different stuff. I know that sign says 2, but we have not reached 2 miles yet because I parked like in the middle of the park. So we're really not going to get there for quite some time. We're only just beginning. Alright guys, I made it to the dam that I had referred to. Over here, it looks like this is where the water flows from the pond. And that actually would probably feed the streams that are in the woods over there. Over here are the cliffs of the sunset trails. There's the beautiful pond. Look at the little island. There's birds just chilling. So let's keep moving on, because this trail that I'm on now is going to loop around that entire pond. There's going to be a beach at the end that's reminiscent of an actual ocean beach just because of how big this lake is. And I'll show you guys that view. So most people are walking on this right now, but I'm gonna go down here and check this out. Looks like a little side trail. Oh, we got a doggo. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Okay. Dog experience. I'm just gonna stay on this trail right here. Actually, I've never hiked this one, so this is cool. I'm assuming it's still gonna lead back out to the main loop over there. You know, the funny thing about Lincoln Woods is this place is almost like a portal. Like, every time I come here, I always find something new that I didn't know existed before about the park, and these trails I had no idea it existed. These are like, I don't know, just something brand new to me. So it's really cool to know that all the other people are hiking over there right now on that road, and I'm making the same way on these nice little nature trails. So we're back on the Les Pawson Loop. That's what this is called. Les Pawson, I guess like a dog's hands, paw. Okay, so that was a cool experience, finding some new trails that I never saw before in the park. It's time now to finish this main park. We're about halfway done. Let's keep going. We'll see how many miles we ended up doing. Yeah, so check this out. Nice view of the pond here for sure. Ugh, I just stepped right in the water. Oh, if that's not peaceful, I don't know what is. Pretty nice, guys. There's always a way to get out and experience nature, and it's necessary. It's good for the soul and good for the mind. Hey ducks, how's it going? Alright guys, so I'm I'm just gonna continue on now. Whoa, there's those ducks again. Woo! Fly free, buddies. All right, just don't want to step in the water again. Let's finish this loop. So I kind of want to ask my AI assistant while we're doing the rest of this hike some of the history behind Lincoln Woods that I might not know about, that I never told you before. So let's see what we can learn. So I need to know some history about Lincoln Woods. Can you tell me about when Lincoln Woods in Lincoln, Rhode Island was first founded? I'm talking about going back to the earliest times. When they named it Lincoln Woods, and what's the history behind the loop that I'm hiking right now called the Les Pawson Loop? What can you tell me?
Lincoln Woods State Park in Lincoln, Rhode Island was officially established on February 12, 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. The park spans 627 acres and features Olney Pond, a 130-acre reservoir formed by a dam at its eastern end. The Les Pawson Loop, a 2.5-mile trail encircling the pond, is named after Leslie Samuel Pawson, a 3-time Boston Marathon winner and U.S. Olympian. Pawson was known for his love of running through Lincoln Woods.
All right, so that's interesting. Basically, this loop was built after the original park was built. Now, I know they said 1909 it was founded, but this area has been around much longer than that for sure. There's a good view of the pond, and I was right, it's called Olney Pond. O-L-N-E-Y. Look at these big boulders. I think this whole area, because it was covered in glaciers during the Ice Age, these boulders just completely eroded and became degraded over time. That's why they look the way that they look. My sleeve keeps falling. It's a little warmer out today. I'm trying to stay cool, you know? All right, I think we're like 3/4 of the way there. We're gonna be approaching the beach over at Olney Pond soon. And this is where most of the people hang out by the water during the day. Do not enter, but we're entering, baby. All right, entering the unknown. Now, I'm not really doing this at any kind of like an intense speed. I mean, I know people do run this marathon like maybe 2 times over, but I'm just taking a nice little brisk walk. This is actually my second hike of the day. So after this one, I should have done over 5 miles. Over here, we got a big football field, it looks like, or just any multi-purpose field like many parks have. Feels nice to be out in the open. So the goal now, there's going to be the beach that we can go walk on. And this is a very popular beach for people in northern Rhode Island. It is a pond beach or a lake beach, not an ocean. So you don't need to drive down to the south to get to the coast. You can just experience a simulated beach-like atmosphere while staying close to home if you live around here. You get some cell phone towers, fry on our brains. All right, we're entering the beach area now. All right, look at that nice little swamp. And we got a big old red barn. Now, unlike a lot of the places that I explored, these buildings are not abandoned. They're definitely in use. I don't know if they're open for the summer season yet. It's kind of early. I mean, May just started, so still got a little bit. Look at all these honkers. Look at all these guys. I don't know where that leads to. It looks like it goes underground. All right, here's the beach. Doesn't look so bad, right? I'm just not equipped to swim today. Don't have my actual bathing suit or anything. It's looking nice over here. Get some more nice ducks. You guys. Alright guys, this is cool. This is a little unknown feature of Lincoln Woods. So the parking lot for the beach is right there. And over here we have this weird tunnel. This looks like almost something out of a horror movie. But it's interesting to film this, for sure. I take the red pill. There's a lot of graffiti in here, and it is a little creepy. Yep. Well, they definitely have a lot to say. And so it looks like that the tunnel comes out at the end of the Lincoln Woods Park. This is interesting. I've never seen 9/11 graffiti before. Make America healthy for once. I enjoy. I agree with that. That's why we gotta get out and hike. All right, let's go back through the tunnel and finish the rest of this trail. So this end of the trail is at least away from the street over here, so I can stay away from these cars. Yeah, it's been a nice day and a nice walk. We're almost done with the Les Pawson Loop. Maybe less than another mile left. Well, it has to be, because I feel like I've already done almost 2 miles. Look at that water. Wow, look at these tall pine trees right here. Some busted up cement. Ugh. These trees are huge. Alright guys, so this is officially the end of the Les Pawson Loop in Lincoln Woods. I just did the whole roundabout. you know, 2.5 miles. I think that doing just the paved area is a great place to start if you are new to hiking, because there's a lot of other people that walk that road and you're not going to be out in the woods. But when you get more experience, check out those backwoods back there. You know, you'll see the shelter that I had explained, and there's a lot of other cool things. I'll have the link to the first video at the end of this one somewhere on the screen. And in the meantime, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and enjoy your hikes.